see projection of a point in space, then we will go to the projection of lines, planes and so on, one topic after other, right? So now what I will do, I will divide this space, our three-dimensional space, into different quadrants using two planes of projection. These are called as principal planes. So we have two planes of projection, right? One is horizontal plane, so denoted by HP. Other one is vertical plane denoted by VP, right? And wherever these planes intersect, line of intersection of these planes is called as reference line indicated by XY. Okay, so now I will show you how we are dividing the space into four different quadrants using two different planes of projection. These are usually called principal planes of projection. Okay, any other plane other than these two planes, we call them as auxiliary planes, right? So right now we will only focus on using the principal planes, right? So now I will show you how we divide the space into four different quadrants using these two planes, and we will project a point in all these four different quadrants. Okay, so here you can observe, so I am taking a plane, this is one plane of projection, so this is vertical plane, and then this one is horizontal plane. Okay, these are two planes. Please remember this whole thing is horizontal plane, and this whole thing is vertical plane. Okay, so this is vertical plane, I am denoting by VP, and this is horizontal plane denoted by HP. Okay, you can think like, let us say you are sitting in a room anywhere, so the wall in front of you can be vertical plane and the ground on which you are sitting, or the floor, that can be the horizontal plane. These two planes are supposedly intersecting here, so this is your reference line, right? So this is how we are dividing the whole space. The whole space is divided into four quadrants using only two planes. Please remember, these are only two planes, right? One is vertical plane, and another one is, this whole thing is vertical plane, right? And this whole thing is horizontal plane, right? Two different planes. So these are the principal planes on which we will project the objects, right? We will start with projection of point, then we will go to lines and planes and then solids, and then we will take some three-dimensional objects, and then we will draw them in the two-dimensional projection. That is actually orthographic projection, what it means, right? We take three-dimensional and project, bring it down to two-dimensional. Three-dimensional object will project on two-dimensional plane, right? So here now I will choose a point in each of these. This is called first quadrant, this is called second quadrant, this is called third quadrant, this is called fourth quadrant, right? So for each of these plane we have two positions. You can see, if I take horizontal plane, an object can be, or rather three positions, an object can be up of horizontal plane, or down of horizontal plane, or on the horizontal plane, right? So this I call as above horizontal plane, this is below horizontal plane, and this is on the plane, right? On the plane. Similarly, with respect to vertical plane, you have again three positions. An object can be in front of vertical plane, an object can be behind vertical plane, an object can be on the plane, right? Any of these three conditions. So an object, so we can identify an object in space using any of these three above relations. Okay, so here we are saying in front, behind, above, below. With respect to a viewer, we have a viewer watching here, right? The position of the viewer will not change no matter what. The position of the viewer is fixed. Okay, so this view from here, whatever view, this is called as front view. Okay, so with respect to viewer, the object will be in front of vertical plane, behind vertical plane. Okay, with respect to viewer the object is, or with respect to viewer the object is above horizontal plane or below horizontal plane. So this view, this is called top view. Top view. So the viewer position is fixed. Viewer position is fixed, planes are fixed. The object keep moving to different quadrants. Understand? Right? So now you see once again we have two positions or three positions with respect to horizontal plane. They are above horizontal plane, below horizontal plane, on the plane. Right? So you have three positions with respect to vertical plane. In front of vertical plane, below vertical, behind vertical plane, and on the vertical plane. Right? So these are the positions of the object. Depending on these positions we can state in which quadrant the object is, and accordingly we can draw the, so it can be in first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant, and we can draw the projection of the object accordingly. Okay, for example, just to understand these quadrants, let us say I say object is above horizontal plane and in front of vertical plane, above horizontal plane and in front of vertical plane. So you can see here above horizontal, this is above horizontal. So above horizontal you have two quadrants, first quadrant and second quadrant. So next, first condition is over, so it can be somewhere over here or it can be somewhere over here. Second condition is in front of vertical plane. So this is in front of vertical plane, that means this is the position of the object. So you can, in such a condition, this is first quadrant. Okay, let us say I have another condition, below horizontal plane, behind vertical plane. Okay, below horizontal plane and behind vertical plane. So now you see, so below horizontal plane, so this is below of horizontal plane. So this whole area is below of horizontal plane. So object can be here, object can be here, in either way. Right? So first condition is below horizontal plane. So according to this condition, object can be either in fourth quadrant or object can be in the third quadrant. But here again second condition is behind vertical plane. So this is in front of vertical plane, this is behind vertical plane, this part. That means the object is here. Right? So this is third quadrant. Like this we have to identify the quadrants. Okay. Right? So similarly you have second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Second quadrant is behind vertical plane and above horizontal plane, and fourth quadrant is below horizontal plane and in front of vertical plane. Right? So please first you get acquainted or understand the quadrants with respect to the reference planes, horizontal plane and the vertical plane. And we have only two views. One is front view, that is seeing from here. Right? This is front view. So this will always be projected on the vertical plane. So front view will be projected on vertical plane. Right? Similarly we have top view. Certainly you are seeing from top. Okay, see here I have already drawn. Right? So top view. So the projection of top view will be on the horizontal plane. Okay, projection of top view will be on, projected on horizontal plane. Okay, so we have only two views as of now. There are other auxiliary views I will teach later on, but right now let us focus only on two views, right, on two different planes. Right? Front view on vertical plane and top view on horizontal plane. Okay, so I think this is just about this whole discussion is for you to understand the quadrants, position of the object in each of the quadrants. Right? Once again you have two planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. I can identify or I can define an object with respect to these two planes. You have two positions basically. So one is above, with respect to horizontal plane, object can be above horizontal plane or object can be below horizontal plane, or it can be on the horizontal plane. With respect to vertical plane, object can be in front of vertical plane, object can be behind vertical plane, or it can be on the vertical plane. Right? If you avoid this, or if you for timing, if you remove this on, you have only two positions, above, below, in front and behind. Okay, so two views, two planes, two positions. Okay, so